So back in 2022, I was very, very active on Quora. And by very active, I mean I was leaving unpopular K-pop opinions and thinking that I was the smartest person in the room. Actually, I was not. So I recently found my old account and reread some of my texts, and let's just say, past me had a lot of confidence, and present me is kind of cringed by that. So today I'm gonna react to my own 2022 unpopular K-pop opinions, update whether I still agree, and probably apologize to the few artists I was unfairly harsh on. So let's get into it. A disclaimer before we first begin. This was in 2022, and my I've grown. 2022, I was like a teenager, like in my late teens, or I don't know. I don't wanna tell you my age, but then I was a late teenager, and I was very ahead. Like I was so into the stan culture, so I feel like I do need to put a disclaimer out there. I'm no longer like that. I'm now a very normal, functioning member of the society, and yeah, I just wanted to react to them, like see how much I've evolved as a person and as a, I don't know, honestly. So okay, so before we start, let's enjoy the visuals. So this is what I wrote 4 years ago, and then I put a picture of TXT. So I'm gonna just like like just screenshot it and then just put it there. And 2022, me said, here are my opinions, and I'll stand by them since they are mine. I honestly don't stand by these opinions, most of them, anyways. So let's get into it. My first opinion was Big Bang has the best rap line in K-pop. Um, okay, okay, we see you, girl. I mean, I still agree that Big Bang still has the best rap line in K-pop because the rap line in Big Bang is Top and G Dragon, but then the thing is like Top left Big Bang, so right now they only just have GD, and GD is not really a strong rapper. He's more of a composer. So right now, if I'm just gonna be transparent about myself and accept that Top left the group as a VIP, even though I don't want to admit it, right now BTS and Stray Kids do have the strongest rap line in K-pop. BTS has three rappers, and all of them are composers, and they do rap. They're very active. They also have their solos. I mean, like Top does have his solo, like the Studio 54 thing, but then he's no longer part of the group, and I don't want to force him back in the group since he said he's done with it. And then Stray Kids have like the three Racha. So honestly, right now, my first opinion is no longer valid because one member left the group. So right now, if I'm gonna rewrite this opinion, I'm gonna say BTS and Stray Kids have the best rap line in K-pop. But again, this is also subjective. This is not like objective. Of course, like they're gonna be better rappers. For example, like Psychers. I'm not really too deep into them, but then I do know that they're like really good rappers. I feel like I'm gonna get into them one of these days. Like I really did love their title tracks. No, like House of Tricky House. Yeah, I did enjoy that. And then my second unpopular K-pop opinion was Inwoo overshadows this group. Also, during that time, there was a really huge popularity gap between Cha In-woo and Astro as a group. But then right now, I feel like after the scandal, his popularity actually it went down a little bit. And Astro, I don't want to mention what happened to Astro because we all know what happened to Astro, and somehow that brought people into the group. So I'm gonna say Cha In-woo doesn't really overshadow his group, but then he does have more stands. Like he's probably a bias to like a lot of people in Astro. He's not really my bias. I will not tell you who my bias. Okay, it's Sana. I'm a Sana bias in Astro. So that opinion doesn't stand anymore. Cha In-woo does not overshadow his group. Right now, they're supporting each other, and as they should. Then my third opinion was 17 is one of the best groups out there. How do I tell everyone that I'm a carrot without actually telling everyone that I'm a carrot? Yes, in 2022 I was a die-hard carrot. Like so much hard, like I was so much like of a hard fan that my flair in like Quora was like carrot since I was born. It's no longer that. I mean, I don't even use that account anymore. But anyways, I do think they are one of the best group out there. I mean, like there's like 13 of them. They have like I don't know subunits. I don't know, they're just a perfect group, and I still agree with this one. And my fourth opinion was I am simply getting fed up with armies. They're basically everywhere. I mean, I was watching this Eminem MV, and then someone had the audacity to say RM is a better rapper than Eminem. I mean, I have no hate towards RM, but seriously. So this was during a time when Eminem came out with Guess Who's Back? No, it wasn't Houdini. But anyways, Eminem came back. So basically, armies were basically spamming his comments, saying, "I am is better than you." Like you know what armies do, and I remember what the Luna fans were doing. So it was basically that kind of thing. So I wouldn't lie and say that I'm not an army. I mean, I am an army since like I don't know 2018. I don't remember how long I've been an army for, but then during this time there was a massive hate trend going against BTS. It was the time that like when they released the English trilogy, Bara, Permission to Dance, and Dynamite. So people were like really hating on them because they were like, oh, BTS is trying to be so Western so much. They're trying to gate like Western validation so much. So I'm gonna admit it and say that I was just going with the flow. Since everyone was hating BTS, I thought it was also necessary for me to hate BTS. But then now thinking about it, that was so naive of me. And yeah, present me is so ashamed to even say this, but then I feel like since I'm being transparent with you guys, I think I might as well just show you like what triggered me to write this. My fifth unpopular opinion was girl groups choreography are hard to try but easy to dance to in the eye. So basically what I was saying is it's nice to see them, like if you see a girl group like girl groups dancing their choreography, be like, oh my goodness, I can do that, but then like when you try to do it, it's really hard. So this was after I was trying to learn the How You Like That dance by Blackpink. So yeah, I am an aspiring dancer. I'm not really good at it, but then I know a lot of K-pop dances. So I was trying to learn it, and then I was like, oh my goodness, it looks so easy, but then it's so hard. But I was like, I'll be trying to do it, and then I look so awkward. And then my sixth unpopular opinion was Icon and EXO has the best vocals for me. I love that I said for me because vocals are very subjective. EXO, I mean EXO are like the powerhouses of K-pop. This is like something that you have to admit, even if you're not a fan. I mean, like I'm not an EXO fan, but then it is something that I admit because I mean the EXO vocal line. And then Icon, okay, this one I'm just gonna be honest with you. This was when I was like really obsessed with Sarangi Hata Uriga Mana, that song. So much so that I checked out their discography and I was already biased because I loved the song so much. So in my mind I was like, you know what, Icon has the best vocals. But then looking back at it now, I feel like Icon has a stronger reply in that vocals. But okay, that's still for me. That is still subjective as usual. And then my seventh unpopular opinion was soon K-pop will fade. It's losing its authenticity with time. I miss second gen. They made a lot of impact. Same with third gen. Fourth gen, their music are not memorable, and thank goodness for social media. So this was the time when TikToks were getting popular. So people were like using K-pop songs as their background for doing TikTok dances or TikTok, like this was before the challenges. I don't know, was it before? I don't remember. But then like it was during a dark time of my life when I was like fueling on nostalgia, fueling on second gen, Tune One, those kind of thing. I was just being fueled by that thing, nostalgia, and I really didn't like the new groups that I debuted. Yeah, that was just me being a bitch and just a bitch. And then my eighth unpopular opinion was this is solo is good until you put it on repeat. It's forgettable. My goodness, look at this. Look, look at this person. I still agree with this one. I still agree. It felt like with the release of Outer Ego, I don't think I kind of remember any songs in that album except for okay, I just thought none of it came to my okay. If you try, okay, that's the only one that I remember, but then that's just a feature. So I still stand with that opinion, like both like because this is during the time when money was like really popular. Remember, like everyone was doing the money dance, which even me, I was doing the money dance, even though I don't have money. But anyways, then my ninth unpopular opinion was I like Rose. She will make a good artist. Um, um, I don't think me liking Rose has any correlation to her being a good artist. I mean, I still do like Rose, even though it's been a while, but then I still do love Rose as an artist, as a person. Her solo, I don't think I love her solo career as much as I thought I would. I really didn't. I did enjoy some of the songs, like "We Can Get Drinks, We Can Get Coffee." Feel like that was like a favorite song from the album, but then like most of them just blended into each other. So I don't kind of, well, in my own subjective opinion, I don't think that I don't like her solo, and she's not a good soloist. So I have to disagree with this one. So yeah, and then my tenth tenth opinion was J Hope is an all rounder. I still stand with this, and I think I want to upgrade him to like a to an S because okay, as we all know, J Hope is like a good singer. I mean, if you like listen to his album, the Daydream one, like the amount of vocals in there, you'll be like, my goodness, is this J Hope? Is this hobby? And dancing, I feel like his dancing doesn't need me to tell you how much of a good dancer J Hope is. Rapping, songwriting, stage presence. I mean, the guy is a literal god. So yeah, I still stand with this one. Oh yeah, or like I'd rather upgrade it to like a all rounder kind of thing. And then my 11th was shipping sucks. Yeah, I still do think that shipping sucks, and people shouldn't assume people's sexuality. People shouldn't just do all that. That's just weird. Imagine me saying, my goodness, you look so good with this guy, and you don't even know that guy, or you guys are just co-workers. Like, what the fuck? I still agree with that one. Shipping sucks. My 12th opinion was Jenny's solo aged like wine. So this was like Auntie Jenny during this time only had solo bitch none solo. Yeah, and right now she has Ruby, and I still stand with this one. Jenny's solos aged like wine. Like all of the songs in Ruby are just as good, even better than like solo. I mean, solo is like that song, but then Ruby is like really good. I love all the songs except for like that JFK thingy. But then that's just an interlude. I loved the album, and it's really edging like wine for me. It's really good. And then my 13th unpopular opinion was Jisoo's performance in Snowdrop was okay. The storyline was boring. It wasn't the worst. So this was basically me defending Jisoo from haters hating on her acting career. So this was after Snowdrop dropped. Like Snowdrop, I think you know that K drama was really popular and also very controversial because of the storyline. So I really did enjoy her performance, and like now with the release of Boyfriend in Demand, I still agree with this one. Jisoo is a mediocre actress, and she's gonna get better with time. I mean, no one was like a good actor from the beginning except for that guy in Weak Class Hero. I don't know that movie, but then I'm still giving her a grace period, maybe up until next year. Then if she still sucks, then I don't think I will have to like support her as an actress. But then, anyways, this take is still valid. I still think her performance was okay, and that like the story in itself wasn't so good. And then my 14th opinion was most idols are not funny. The edits make it funny. So this was during peak variety moments, or when like K YouTubers would like make a compilation of funniest K-pop moments. And like if you watch that thing on mute, or if you remove like those edits, those laughing edits, those people are not funny like at all, like I did that, and I was like, these people are not funny, it's just the edit. I mean, if I edit myself like in that funny way, of course I'll be funny, but then I'm not a funny person. So I still stand at this one, like most idols are not funny, the edits make it funny. And the 15th was I miss EXO. During this time I was in EXO. Yeah, believe it or not, I used to stand EXO. Like this was during the time when there was no comeback and like members were just enlisting. We're not like we didn't even know how many members were in there. It was just like during that time it was just messy. And then my next opinion was aespa concert is cool until you realize the girls have to compete with their AI. This was factually inaccurate, and I was very ignorant to actually learn about their law. aespa didn't have AI, they have avatars. I mean, they do have nervous, but then back in those days, I mean, like it used to be like 8 members kind of thingy. And like Black Mamba during that period, like when Black Mamba dropped, I feel like this was around the time like everyone was just so on the edge. It was like, okay, guys, okay, do we like the AI thing or not? Do we do these? And I set myself on the side, like I was like, you know what, I hate them, and I'm gonna make sure that I let people know that I hate those avatars. So I honestly think that concept is still cool. Like it was really cool. But I'm kind of glad, not really. I'm sad that they dropped it. I enjoyed Black Mamba, Girls, Savage, Next Level. I feel like they were so cool because of the avatars. And then my next opinion was K-pop merch is expensive and mostly useless. I miss the days when we used balloons. Okay, so I want to be transparent here. I wasn't there during the time when they used balloons because I am a Gen Z and I live in Africa. I've never seen a K-pop idol in my life. This happened. Like I wrote this opinion after watching Reply 1994, where there was a fan girl of HOT. I don't know SES, and they were using balloons. I was like, you know what? I should make people think as if like I'm an older K-pop fan who grew up in Korea using balloons. And I was just trying to make myself feel better because I don't have any merch because I live in Zimbabwe. And like shipping is like I don't know $100 while the product would be like $30. I mean, yeah, it sucks being a K-pop fan in Africa. Like, if you think your life is hard in Europe or America, girl, you haven't been a K-pop fan in Africa. And then my 13th opinion was soon idols will be debuting at 12. I this was it after the Seraphim debuted and then like Incher, I don't know, was it, yeah, I think it was like Incher, and Incher was like, I don't know, she was kissed in, but then like somehow people made it seem as if she was younger than she was. I mean, 16 is an awfully young age to start working, and I don't think it's fair, but then I mean that's how it is, they chose that life. But then this was after like the thing, and I was like, you know what? The ages are getting younger and younger. As if I didn't know that I was like Boa should even debuted when she was younger. I don't know, BTS Jungkook. But anyways, I was just so on the edge, and I'm kinda right. But remember, like when there was this reality show, which was supposed to be about preteens debuting or whatever, it was cancelled. I think I'll just look it up. If I find it, I'll just paste it on the screen. So I wasn't really that far off, I'd like to say. Then my next opinion was that BTS should establish their solo activities. So in 2022, only 3 members had set solos, i.e., the Repline. The rest of them only had like songs in the album, like Singularity, those kind of songs. But then like they didn't really have solo music out. So this was during the time when people were saying BTS is falling off because of the English releases. So I was like saying, okay, BTS should establish themselves as solos if BTS isn't gonna work. Yeah, this aged like bananas, like apples, like every fruit that you can think of. So yeah, that is what like where I was coming from. Like BTS should establish their solos. And number 20 was a weekly after school was a once in a lifetime hit. I feel like this is a bit subjective, and right now I'm saying subjective because I disagree. I really enjoyed backwards, like you gotta move backwards, and holiday. But then after that, I don't know what happened to weekly. I haven't even heard from them in like a year or something. So, but then after school was like very. I don't know what happened because like during the time like we didn't even have, I don't know, TikTok or whatever. So I don't even know how they managed to become like for after school to become that popular, was like that song was a bop. I feel like everyone and their mamas was like dancing to that song. Yeah, so yeah, this was me, and I don't think I agree with that opinion anymore. And then number 21 was SKZ songs are good. So Stray Kids songs are good. So this was after there was a rush of hate for them producing loud music, like noise music, like thunderers, do, 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 do. So people are like saying, okay, Stray Kids doesn't have any duality, they just have the same thing over and over again. It sounds like the same thing. So I was like, no, like their songs are really good. But during that time, this was like during the time when I was like becoming a stay, and I was like really, really like enjoying that discography as a stay. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then my next opinion was Felix voice is overrated. I honestly, I no, I don't agree with this one at all. So this was during the time when Stray Kids as a group was utilizing Felix voice as an accessory to their songs. So pretty like in the first like 2 years of their debut, the reason like they were just using his voice as an accessory, and like people were saying like he didn't deserve to debut since like during the show he was kicked and then he was brought back. So I kind of agree with. I was like, you know what? Since Felix can't sing, can't rap, blah 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 blah, like his voice is just like overrated. But then now that I think of it, because of my opinion on the top, I was listening to their discography. I was able to listen to the B sides where he actually sings and like actually raps with like without his deep voice that we know him from. Looking like a chef, I'm a fight. Okay. So number 22, I disagree with that one. And then number 23 was I hope BTS wins a Grammy. It will give other K-pop groups hope for the future. So this was I feel like I've talked this like 5 times. Like this was during the English trilogy. So basically BTS was like releasing music, English music to get a Grammy is what as I came to the conclusion. So I am saying that they should have won a Grammy, but then thinking about it back then, I feel like the Grammys were just using BTS for clout because that year's Grammy had like a lot of views because of them and they didn't even win. And I feel like it's the same thing that's gonna happen this year. Like they're gonna get nominated for album of the year, whatever, and then they just won't win. Yeah, I hate the Grammys. And then my 24th opinion was a Stream Wavy 10 and Yang song, Lolo. It's good big time. So it was basically me promoting don't keep my love on the low low. Keep my love on the low low. And then next up, it is something that aged like fruit. It's a picture of Dawn and Hannah after their engagement. And I was like, congratulations on your engagement. I wish more fans were like me. So I was discussing. I wish more fans would be happy for their idols when they get married and they get engaged. And seeing how these guys broke up, Hannah is already married to a different guy, I just aged terribly. My goodness, my goodness. And then what followed is a picture of Jimin and J-Hope. Yeah, so this was my Quora answer in 2022. Anyways, looking back at your old opinions is kind of humbling. Some of my takes were solid, a few. Most were not, but that's the point, isn't it? Growth. You start somewhere loud and wrong, and over time, if you're paying attention, you get a little quieter, a little bit more thoughtful, and a little bit more fair. My 2022 self wasn't a villain. She was just a loud fan with opinions and a keyboard. I've learned a lot since then, and honestly, in 4 years, I'll probably look back at this video and cringe too. So, what are some of the K pop opinions that I used to have that make you cringe now? Drop them in the comments and let's be embarrassed together. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe and I'll be back soon with more honest conversations. See you in the next one. Bye.